coast to coast as we remember the 18 years now since the terror attacks on 9/11. Ceremonies in Washington, New York, all turn back our memories to one of the deadliest attacks on U.S. soil. And, you know, one of the lasting impacts of 9/11 is that you remember where you were when you first became aware of the attack.
Yeah, we talked about this a lot, even last night in the newsroom. Flights across the nation were grounded when the news broke. News 4's Alexandria Adams sat down with a former flight attendant, talking about how much things have changed since then. Alexandria.
Tracy, Lauren, you know, despite it being 18 years ago, Andy Santoro, who was a flight attendant for United Airlines at the time, says it feels just as real today as it did back then.
While we were meeting with the pilot, he said another airplane just hit the Twin Towers.
On September 11th, 2001, Andy Santoro was a 24-year-old flight attendant for United Airlines, heading to Vancouver with a layover in Chicago. 3 planes hijacked and flown into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon.
While we were at the airport and the news was spreading that it was almost like we're about to get hit. This airport could be targeted. We're under attack. There was definitely chaos amongst.
Some of her dearest friends were flight attendants on board those planes.
And to think those terrorists looked at my colleagues who were close to me and plotted their murder, slitting their throat with box cutters that they did. And these weren't soldiers, these weren't police officers, these were just friends that were going to work to serve on the airplane.
Andy says she believes this day 18 years ago sparked a perpetual fear in our nation.
This nationwide mass anxiety and fear that we all experience daily. And if someone asked me, when do you think it started or when do you think it got bad, I would definitely pinpoint, 9/11 as kind of jump-starting that.
Nearly 3,000 people were killed that day. It's still the single largest attack by foreigners on American soil. Lauren, Tracy.